Okay, no editing on this one. So be patient. Hang on. You can't see me, but you can see my foot. Okay? This is the, I don't know how else to say it. It's the dancing foot of the bass drum. Okay, your foot just literally has to like be able to sort of just pop. I mean, Peter Panny, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not kidding. I mean, check this out. You really need, a lot of people say, well, the heel toe or this or that. The key is for a lot of people is they sort of put their foot there, I think, like they're going to drive their car, like it's the gas pedal. Like, all right, well, here we go. You got to sort of like shift your weight to sort of your ass. I mean, you have to sort of get a better, you know, sense of balance just where you're sitting seriously. But what you want to, so you can get to the point where you can not necessarily pick your foot up and hold it here for a while. I mean, that'll take a little work. I mean, my muscles are already getting tired. But it's almost just like having, like just an active one of these, okay? And I have little minuscule calves, but for some reason maybe it's a fast twitch kind of thing for some people. But it's sort of like if you just try to, all right, set your foot down, right? Here's my foot, and this is the patented, these are the Bonzoleum model bass drum shoes, available on Google for $900 a piece. But you can use any shoe you want, and truly that's the thing. You can put a boot on, you can take your your sock off, whatever you got to do, it doesn't matter. And probably a good thing to do, obviously, would be to change your shoes up from time to time, and also just change your pedal out. What I do sometimes is I really like these Camco pedals. These are the ones from Tama, and DW went in on Camco, and Tama got the name and a couple basic designs, I think, and something with pedals. But so this is a Tama design. But these pedals rule, man. I think they're from like maybe 81 or 2 to maybe 85. Great action. Anyway, so back to the dancing foot. Okay, what you want to do, what I'm going to do is just every so often make these little tips for bass drum foot playing. Because this is a doorway for a lot of people to get into other stuff like heel toe or Jojo Mayer or whoever or whatever. But you got to just loosen your foot up first. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's like you just really need to get used. Now, watch this. And I keep forgetting the camera's looking down at it. So you leave it like this, right? Just pick it up on the ball of your toe. And just, a lot of people might not be used to this. This is rocking the foot, okay? This is what I was taught to do on the hi-hat with my left foot. I'll make a rocking the foot video. Some maybe older time drummers do it. Sometimes you'll see, let's say this is the hi-hat foot. You'll see this. You know what I mean? Like, I think Phil Collins does that when he's doing like quick. Anyway, my point is this. When you rock, let me get my left foot off there because it's mimicking. You just get used to this motion. Like at first you might be like, oh my God, that's a pain in the ass. Well, then you just keep doing it slow. And it's the drummer's dilemma. It's the ADD. Forcing yourself just to do it for a while. Because what happens is you think, well, if I force like how much of a pain in the arse it is right now forcing it. Let's say I'm a new guy, right? And I'm doing it like, oh my God, this stinks. Well, it's not going to stink for that long. The next few times you do it, it might still be a pain in the ass. But after a while, though, you'll find yourself, you'll be like, wow, you won't even notice when it happens. But then when you kind of just start getting like that, I mean, look at this. Like I can sit sometimes, you can practice like singles, but you're sort of just like up on your, like this is holding my leg, but it doesn't like feel like it's that much work. Okay, so anyway, so here's a great beat. After all that yapping, which I will go into more in other videos I make for the bass drum foot, I'm putting on my headphones to protect my hearing, is this. Check this beat out. So what I want to do is de-mechanicize it, okay? My right hand's on the hi-hat, my left hand's on the snare. I just put my wallet on the snare. Okay, but listen to this beat. Let me take out, instead of 16ths, I'll do eighths. Or quarters. Okay, so what I want to do, and I've mentioned this in other videos, is try to just think of that musically. Instead of like, doom, da, doom, ba, 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 boom, boom, ba, 3, 4. You want to be like, all right, this is how I do it. Remember, you want to try to attach the beat to a melody above it. okay? Because if you're playing a song, and you'll be playing a song, you'll be doing it to a melody that'll feel more musical and even to your mind. It won't be like you're on an exercise bike that you gotta be playing at 110 beats per minute or you're gonna get executed, right? So listen to this. It's related to like a 1950s motif you hear in a lot of stuff in those days. Early set like Eddie Vedder. Whatever that song is, da 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 da. She napped da 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 that night. Okay, that's a cover of I forget how old that song really is. But so just think of that progression. Ba da 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 ba 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 ba. Now, right now I'm doubling the note together with it. Da 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 da. Okay. So that's the pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1. And a 4 and 1. And a 4 and 1. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to de-chopify it. So da ba 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 da da da. Okay, now that, so what I'm going to do is I might sing that a little now for a minute or two, or just think it in my head, because demonstrating it's still like the old adage, the act of observing disturbs the observed, okay? So I'm going to start it now. Let me loop it for a while. So here comes my song. And back to the foot, you'll see my foot. I'm not like, I'm still in this mindset, okay? The heel toe, clippity clap, like woo! See how I can just sort of like bounce around with your foot? And maybe this is something ADD, middle-aged ADD freak shows can only do, but I think anybody can. You just got to get used to doing it. That's really what it all boils down to. So again, getting into any bass drum technique or just like liberating your bass drum foot from sort of just this, as if you're like driving a car, you feel like it's just like the stars of the arms and oh yeah, there's just that right foot again. You're right, your feet can sort of, well, they're dancing actually. I mean, for lack of a better word, right? I guess that's why all these tap dancers were, you know, great drummers and great bass drum players, okay? So anyway, but I guess that's kind of what it is. You're kind of like, right? All right, so we're gonna go full heel toe. Or not heel toe, like jam the bass drum batter, I meant. Hear that? Versus remember, so the goal now is just to do this pattern first. Just to do it. Forget about speed, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and a 4 and 1. So right there, remember that. Eventually, and a 4 and 1 should hopefully become some sort of a mental thing that you do. You want to convert 3 or 4, what? And a 4 and 1 with like a song. 1, da, 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 da. Seriously, it's very important to make that switch from like a mathematical sort of initial sort of analytical processing thing. It's think of the beginning of Abacab. Okay, except like it almost has a little hop like that. Listen to the beginning of Abacab. Wait, what is it? anyway, so however you get the pattern at any speed, as long as the note's on, you might be like this. But whatever you got to do it, just keep doing it. It'll become more comfortable. So a song. Oh yeah, a funky honky tonk. Okay, but no, stick with the. I think the best thing is sort of the dancey, sort of emotionally. Okay, because that really sets you up for the. Which is coming next, okay? But because eventually this is like the doorway, excuse me, into like getting used to, an important thing that I'm going to make another video about is getting used to hitting the bass drum and the hi-hat at the same time and at different times. That is another video in itself. So anyway, so hopefully this was helpful. Hang on. I'm trying to free up my left foot. Ha! I'm not quite there yet. I'm trying to free this up. I mean, not that it'll sound good. It might, even if I execute it perfectly, it still might sound a little much. Hang on. Especially with these big 15s. I'm not gonna edit this. You know, the picture's been so bad. Hang on a second here. Let's try to fix this up. Remember, this is a wood snare drum. It's not my aluminum. So, oh yeah, smoking in the boys' room, man. This is a good one too. So instead of, you're gonna go, well, no, well, real fast. An intro for another video later. Hang on. This really like swings. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All by. More videos on the way.